Coach Concepcion of Daily Tribune, live on Facebook and YouTube. What's up? Today on the show, the 2016 winner of the World Championships of the Performing Arts. Please welcome 23-year-old Malaysian Filipino or Filipino Malaysian Veenea Nair. Hi.
Hello. Hi, Sir Pocholo. How are you today?
Good, good. Are you in KL right now, Kuala Lumpur?
Yes. I'm in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia right now.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
First off, tell us about your family background. You were you born in Malaysia?
No, I was born and raised in Brunei.
Okay.
I've lived there till I was 16, and then I moved to Malaysia.
Mm-hmm. And when did your passion for music start?
I think my passion for music started, sir, at a young age because I grew up in a very musical family. My mom loves to sing. My dad is a very passionate music lover, and my brother loves to play the instruments.
Mm-hmm.
Music has been such an important medium in our family, and it's how we spend time together. It's everybody's um, it's everybody's go-to for celebrations, and my parents has blessed my brother and I to have music classes at a young age. So around the age of 5, for me, I started going for piano classes and singing classes. So music has been really um, a walk, has been with me throughout my life.
All right. Give us an idea what kind of music you grew up on listening.
Ooh, it's a lot. It's a good mixture from each of my family. My mom loves all the divas, like Whitney Houston, Celine Dion. I grew up listening to those from my mom.
Mm-hmm.
My dad loves almost every genre that he could have. He has
Mm-hmm.
classical music. He has soul. He used to like listening to 1950s, 1960s soul music, especially vocalists like Otis Redding
Wow.
and Etta James. And in the other spectrum, my brother, he would let me listen to all the latest trends. So when we used to live together, we used to listen to the pop hits, the top 40. And he's the one who inspired me to like musicians like Bruno Mars and Alicia Keys and all of that, actually.
All right. With all this music going on, this musical background, your whole family, did it play a factor on your decision to join competitions, or was it your own decision?
Becoming a singer and becoming a musician really stems from the way that how much music means to me when especially I'm going through a hard time. And joining competitions was really a joining Wacopa was a great stepping stone for me because after I finished high school and before I wanted to go to university,
Mm-hmm.
I was left with I had a decision to make. And I told my mom, let me take a gap year before I enter university. Let me try something to do with music. And this opportunity with World Championships of Performing Arts came about. And I said, let me do my best because I love singing. This is what I like to do. I really love performing, so I want to see how far I can go through it.
Okay.
And
Mm-hmm.
the World Championships of Performing Arts gave me such a confidence boost and such a great platform to showcase who I am, to showcase my music and myself. I've learned a lot from it. I've had a lot of professional help, and the process of even just preparing for it was such a life-changing event for me. And I really appreciate the time that I had in W Copa. So shout out to my TP16 fam. I miss you all.
Okay. Tell us more about the W Copa or the World Championships of the Performing Arts. Uh,
Mhm.
Time and again, I've been hearing about it because
Mhm.
Filipinos always win
Yes,
in the
they do. They do.
competition, right?
We are a very strong competitor. I think it's because W Copa, it's kind of like a performing arts Olympics, right?
Okay.
So about 60 countries gather each year to perform 1 minute of performance throughout various categories. It
Mm-hmm.
could be singing, it could be dancing, it could be something exclusively different. I think you could even have magic shows there as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that the Philippines is such a strong competitor is because how much we prepare, how much we work together so that we can do our best as a team.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we win a lot. I think it's just because we just prepare really hard. And honestly, everyone there is amazing. I also really think the competition is high. So it's really a blessing that Team Philippines managed to win a lot every year, and a lot of us are able to go.
Okay, you won 10 medals. Is that right?
I think so, around 10 medals.
Okay. How did you do it? First,
How did
what,
I
what
do
what
it?
was your entry? Did you sing this one song, or how did it go?
Ooh, okay. To break it down a little bit, I think I won about 10. I had five categories,
Okay.
which is for vocals.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that I had under R&B, um, Broadway,
Mm-hmm.
and then we have um, what was it? Latin. We had Latin as well. It's basically that you have a medal for each, I think, age category, and you have it for each genre. So those were the genres that I signed up for. So it was Latin, Broadway, R&B, original composition, and one more, which is at the tip of my tongue that I can't remember at this point of time. And we had also with singing, there's another category called singing with accompaniment.
Mm-hmm.
So that category, I was not only just singing, but I was playing the piano as well.
Oh, okay.
So that's how I had different medals for different categories. And there are 3 rounds for Wacopa. You have the prelims, the semifinals, and the finals. So in the preliminaries, that's where they um, what's the word? They had a panel of judges where they evaluated what you or your performance,
Mm-hmm.
and that's I think from there they tallied what were the points and also how they deemed the medals. From the preliminaries itself, get your that's where you would deem your medals, and then for the biggest world championship of the world, performer of the world in separate categories, that's when you start getting divided into semifinals and then finally through the finals. So in the preliminaries, after you get all your medals,
Mm-hmm.
you'll also have an extra award. It's a plaque. It's basically a division winner for each category that you've performed. If the judges think that you've performed exceedingly well, you'll get a plaque that says that you are the division winner for this age and for this category, which is could be singing and for a certain genre. So those are some of the awards that I got. And let me think. Um, and also from the whole experience, you get an opportunity to work, like to dive your feet into the industry itself. So there are a lot of companies there who are also judges, but also on the first day you kind of have this kind of boot camp where you have insight on the industry, music industry insight, and they kind of tell you how to become an international artist, or what are the ways that you can become an international artist, and how they can help you. And if they really like you, if they think you are fit for what they want, they will call you in a with a slip, so that you be able to talk to them and see how you can work with them. And through one of my meetings with one of the judges who were there, his name is Mark Doc Williams, he chose me to work on a scholarship from Mocopa. And that's how I got many, many prizes. I think, yeah. So I managed to release my original songs from working with Doc and from Mocopa itself.
Great. You're talking about this single, Confessions of Freedom, right?
Oh, yes, that's my first single, yes, Confessions of Freedom.
Did you write the song yourself? Or how was the song created?
Confessions of Freedom was created when I was having breakfast with my mom. This is a song that I wrote, I think, after I graduated high school and before going for my competition. I was telling my mom, I was like, I need some help. I just kind of poured my heart out to her, my vision, my path, the crossroads that I've been feeling. And my mom, in turn, after she listened to me, she was telling me bits and pieces about her story, her obstacles, her triumphs, what she had to overcome to be where we are today, for her to be sitting with me. And that inspired me so much. So I took some of her words, some of her stories, and I wrote it down while she was talking. And then after everything, after we've had our meal, I went to the piano. I said, "Mom, I want you to hear this. This is something. This is a little jingle that I got that I want to share." And that's how Confessions of Freedom came to be.
We'll be back with singing champion Veenea Nair after this short break.
Magandang araw mga katribo! Narito na ang mga makakasama nyo tuwing umaga sa programang Gising Na. Roy Pelovelo, Comfy Manalo, Chinky Mangkukang, Vernon Velasco, Kim Sancha at Jerk Balagtas. Abangan ang programang Gising Na mula alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga sa Facebook page ng Daily Tribune.
Ilabas ng mainit na kape at samahan kami sa inyong pag-almusal, mga katribo.
Sama-sama natin alamin ang mga natatagong istorya sa mga latest na kaganapan sa loob at labas ng bansa.
Simulan ang bawat umaga with good vibes sa mga informative and recreational segments dito sa ating programa.
Maaari niyo rin ibahagi sa amin ang inyong opinion via Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now sa YouTube.
Makichika na rin sa latest showbiz happenings, mga katribo.
Kaya naman, magkita-kita po tayo mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga at magsama-sama po tayo sa
Gising Na!
Globe, our steps can lead us to millions of doors opening, millions of paths unfolding, and millions of reasons to keep going. Now's the time to be with the network that gets better every day for you.
Welcome back to Wazzup with Pocholo Concepcion of Daily Tribune. We're talking to Filipino-Malaysian singing champion, Veenea Nair. Veenea, welcome back.
Hello.
Okay, we were talking about your debut single, Confessions of Freedom. And while you were busy with singing, you were also studying law, right?
Oh, yes.
How did you balance those difficult
balance?
things?
Sorry.
How did you balance studying law, and singing?
I wanted to take law because I wanted to challenge myself. Okay, because music is my passion, but I really wanted um, another degree, a degree that I could see myself having outside of music, and law came into the picture. Balancing both law school and music was not easy. There are many times where when I had a lot of assignments that were due, I would have a performance the next day. So there was a lot of running and rushing, but I graduated last year and I'm very happy for that. And
Congratulations.
thank you. Thank you. Especially, I graduated within the pandemic, so I felt that was a bonus for me.
Uh-huh.
And now I'm continuing pursuing on music, and I've just released my third single last month as well.
Third single.
hmm
What was the second?
My second single was
Smile.
called Smile.
Smile, yeah. Okay. And tell us about the third single.
My third single, which is the latest single, is called Something New.
Okay.
It's really a song about, well, the premise of the song is liking someone for the first time. You know, when you like someone for the first time, you're scared. You don't know what you're thinking. You don't know why you feel those things. So it makes you feel something new. And though the premise is liking someone for the first time, like a person, for me, I also think that it could be interpreted as liking something else, like a passion for the first time. It could be taking photos, it could be a new opportunity. That's, everything that is something new that could be related to the song. That's what something new means for me. And I am so happy that it's out on all music platforms. And there's also an official lyric video on YouTube. So if anyone wants to check it out, it's right there.
All right. That's something new. Out on Spotify and other
Music streaming platforms
Alright.
like Apple Music and the official lyric videos on YouTube.
Okay, Veenea, what's it like to create as an artist, as a singer-songwriter? Do you have a particular process, a ritual? How does it go? Tell us about it.
I draw my inspiration for my writing every day from day to day life actually, and I start off with having a thought and having a concept in my head, and I'll write it down. So sometimes I'll leave it, and if something else comes up which gives me another thought, I'll kind of flip through my book and then I'll start thinking like, oh, what I wrote yesterday works with what I wrote today. And slowly I'll start building it up as a song. First, for me, the lyrics would come first, and it would be maybe about a verse and a chorus until I find the right melody for it. Or sometimes they'll just come together. Sometimes the lyrics and the melody just comes together and I start playing it on the piano or the guitar.
Okay.
And what happened with Something New was kind of similar to that because I wrote the first verse as a thought. I really just wrote something scribbled it on a notepad, and then I left it. And I carried on for another few days. And then the second part kind of hit me when I was watching something. And then I wrote it down and I was like, oh, this would work really well with this verse that I wrote the other day. And then I started joining it together. And then once I wrote both of it down on the same page, the melody started to come into my mind. And that's really how my process is when it comes to music. It's very personal. It's very spontaneous. Very, very spontaneous.
All right. Who are the artists that you look up to or have influenced you along the way?
Oh, I have a huge list of artists that I look up to, but I think Alicia Keys, I really look up to her. I love her music, her style, and also the way that she writes lyrics. It's very personal, but sometimes she captures the most simple concepts with her lyrics. I'm a huge lover of Bruno Mars, and if we take it back a little, it would be Celine Dion, or even Whitney Houston. Like as I told you, my mom used to let me listen to them, so they're a huge impact in my life. They play a huge impact in my music as well.
Okay. Any plans, immediate plans, in the next few years, including visiting the Philippines? Or having a career here, for instance?
The plans that I have right now, because we are still in pandemic and still trying to stay safe, I'm really gonna try, and I really want to push and take actions in pushing towards my music. But if possible, I would love to be able to perform everywhere, to share my music everywhere, and also to visit in the Philippines. Philippines has a soft spot in my heart. It is I still consider it as one of my homes. Maybe my second home, other than Malaysia. And if God's willing, I would love to perform in the Philippines as well and build a career there. But for now, I'll do what I can and just keep appearing in live shows and keep doing my best.
Okay. Keep us posted about those plans. But
All
have you
right.
been here? Have you been to the Philippines?
Yes,
When
yes,
was
yes,
this?
yes. Every year, my parents used to bring my brother and I back to the Philippines, and we would visit my grandmother in Gapan, Baluarte, Nueva Ecija.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we would stay with her for a while, and then we come back. So it really feels like home whenever I go back to my my grandma's place, my nanay's place. So, nanay, if you're watching, hello.
Do you know how to speak Filipino?
I do, but
Sige nga.
very little.
Very
Okay
little.
lang.
Like what words?
I can converse with my friends. I feel
Okay.
like if I talk to them, I can speak in actual sentences. But if I'm here on a very big live platforms, my mind just messes up.
Okay. Your mom's from Luzon. Nueva Ecija is in central Luzon, right? So it's a Tagalog speaking
Yes.
region.
So everyone there speaks Tagalog.
All right.
And
Go on.
and my grandma, she told me, she's like, Veenea, you're half Filipino, you need to learn how to speak Tagalog. So my training was actually watching Pangako Sayo with her in 2015. So
Okay.
that's how I started learning Tagalog.
Okay. All right. So you're quite familiar with Filipino showbiz.
Yeah, I try to be.
Okay.
And my influence is from my grandmother. She likes the love tunes here. They're in the Philippines. I think she used to really like James Reid and
James Reid.
Nadine.
Okay.
Listra. Yeah, and we would watch. I think On the Wings of Love, as well sometimes. So that's how I
Alright.
kept up to date.
So how do you like our series, our TV series?
They're very interesting. I really like how they capture the beauty of the Philippines, because they have a lot of wide shots of the surroundings, especially when you go to the provinces. But the plot lines are very, very cute. I think that's a good term for it. It's very sweet, very heartwarming sometimes, and it's always like very romantic. So I think it gets very addictive after a while. Like after one episode, you just keep going and going.
Okay. All right. We'll be back with Veenea right after another break.
This public service advisory is brought to you by Daily Tribune and 100.3 RJFM.
Oh, Vaccination, isolation, gotta keep up with my nutrition. Gotta maintain my body condition, then I can take my vaccination. What do I choose? What do I take? As long as it is not a fake. AstraZeneca, Moderna, BioNTech, even Sinovac, okay na. Babakuna ka ba? 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 Vaccination for the nation, no more isolation. With vaccination, babakuna ka ba? 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 Paturok, paturok, paturok.
This public service advisory is brought to you by Daily Tribune and 100.3 RJFM.
Iba ng panahon, dami ng bago ngayon. Pati ang mundo natin, well, nagbago na rin. Buti ang bayan, bigger, better na. You can buy it sa centers, pati sa mga parties may online pa at app. You can buy it with your fingers, still don't remittance and more. Online shopping, you can buy it all. Di magpadala, you can buy it all. Anumang pera transaction, you can buy it all.
Sabayan ang pagbabago ng mundo for all your pera transactions, all new Bayan.
Every time I'm on the road, I can expect high performance from Phoenix Fuels. Now with Pulse technology, delivers enhanced power and acceleration to make every trip come alive.
All right, welcome back to Wazzup with Pocholo Concepcion. We're talking to singer-songwriter Veenea Nair. Is that right, Nair? Did I get it right?
Yep, Veenea Nair.
Veenea Nair. Okay, what is your? Do you have a dream performance?
My dream
Tell us
performance? In a performance, my dream is to perform with an orchestra, one of my original songs, if that would be a dream performance. The location, it could be anywhere, but really one to tick off the bucket list would be to perform one of my original songs with a full stringed orchestra.
What about your law studies? When you take the bar and become a full-fledged lawyer, do you intend to practice? And yeah.
Me taking the bar, I think is still something that I really want to think about, because as much as it is a passion, I really want to concentrate on my music first.
Music first, all right.
Because music has always been a priority for me, but for law, it has a hold in my heart as well, and I am passionate about certain types of the law. So I feel like it'll be something that will stick to me for a long time, but we don't know what the future holds. So
Yes.
for now, I'll be prioritizing music.
Okay, especially now when everything is uncertain, right?
Yes, very true.
Okay, Veenea, we'll play a short game. We'll have a little fun.
Okay.
And the game is, it's called Would You Rather.
Ooh, okay. Would you rather?
I'll ask you, would you rather do this or that, and you explain why.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
But I guess number one is you answered it. But anyway, would you rather practice law or pursue singing?
Ooh, I think I've answered this, but I said I would
Yes.
pursue singing.
Okay, all right. But I guess law will come in handy when you're poring over contracts about your singing.
Oh yes. I think I got more interested in the law when I started looking at contracts and also intellectual property. That's when my eyes start to open a bit more.
Okay, because piracy is a problem, right?
Yeah, and also just how even in the world, when you want to trademark or to trademark your inventions, how does that work and how does that go about? It's very interesting.
Yes. Okay, number two. Would you rather ask career advice from a music director or a producer?
Ooh. That's a very good question. I would go, my first instinct would say producer, only because I feel like they have more insight on the ins and outs. But I would like to meet a music director and to converse with them and see what are their words of wisdom in the music career as well.
Okay. Number 3. Would you rather hang out or hang with Ed Sheeran or Justin Bieber?
I would hang out with Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran seems like a really cool guy. I like Justin Bieber, but I think I'd go with Ed Sheeran.
Okay. Have you met these types of artists in Malaysia by chance?
By chance, I met one of my favorite musicians, but not Ed Sheeran, not Justin Bieber. His name's Anderson Paak, and he was in Malaysia doing a performance, and I managed to get a meet and greet from winning from a radio show competition, and meeting him was amazing. And I managed to watch on that same year Bruno Mars as well when he was in concert.
All
So
right.
those experiences are what I treasure.
Okay. You're very fortunate.
Oh yeah,
Woman.
I was blessed. That was a great year.
Okay. Number 4. Would you rather join a reality show or a beauty pageant?
Ooh, a reality show depends on what's the context of the reality show.
Okay.
Or a beauty pageant. I think it'd be really fun to try how a beauty pageant works. I would say beauty pageant.
All right. Interesting. And the last one. Would you rather go hiking or swim in the beach? Go to the beach.
I love hiking, so I would say I would rather go hiking. Hiking would be really fun.
Okay. Great. That was fun.
Was it?
Yeah. Well, I was talking, I remember Resorts World in Malaysia. I was there long time ago
Oh.
in KL for a very short time.
Oh wow, did you enjoy?
Yeah. The weather is similar.
Oh,
It's similar
definitely.
weather, right?
Yeah, it's either hot or rainy here.
Yeah. Okay, Veenea. What does music do to you as a person, as an artist, as a singer-songwriter? And how important is it in your life right now?
I would say music is the first thing that is in my head when I wake up, and the last thing that I listen to when I go to bed. Music is a way to express myself, especially with emotions or feelings that I sometimes don't know how to categorize. And songwriting has become such a great way to express myself through that. To me, music has given me so much joy and so much comfort that, especially in my hard times, that I would be so happy if I could be able to contribute that comfort, that happiness to other people as well, to be able to share what I think and hopefully let the world know, or hopefully that the others would listen and to share their thoughts with me. That's how important music is for me.
Okay, parting words to our viewers. Invite them to follow you, social media pages.
Okay. Thank you so much for watching, all the viewers of Wazzup, and also to the regulars who follow me. My name is Veenea, and I am a singer-songwriter. My latest single, Something New, is now out on Spotify and all music streaming platforms. I am also posting covers on YouTube every Friday in a sessions called Couch Sessions. So please follow my Facebook, Twitter, my YouTube channel, my Spotify, and thank you for watching me. And if you want to get to know me, I'll just say hi on my social medias, and I'll talk to you soon. It is my name, Veenea. So much love.
Filipino-Malaysian singer-songwriter Veenea Nair. Congratulations on your winning the Copa,
Thank you.
and good luck on your singing career. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pocholo. Have a great day.
Pocholo Concepcion for What's Up? I'll see you next Tuesday.